Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, the one and only, PodzQuad. This is the variety showcast that will bring to your earholes and eye sockets the most phenomenal web series events showcasing comedy, the ghetto media news, video games, sports, business and a sponsored game show, where you can win real prizes. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, at PodzQuad. Tonight's episode features the prolific, magical groundbreaker, Poegosi, of Drunk Wizard Gaming. Starring El Captain, the genius behind, voice of the fans sportscast, Ben Swift Reynolds. The fountain of creation, Dini Black, from Vigilantes Radio Live. The leader of the Third Light Warrior mission, author, recording artist, certified life coach. The multifaceted, Pastor K. Ice. Success mindset, and business coach, wife, mother, and entrepreneur, Alicia Dampier. She's a music and movie buff, the jokester of the cast, and a Little League soccer coach. She is, Aimee aka Mrs. Houdini Black. Top-notch skier and the star and host of Me News, for me, Drew Hoagland. Tonight, we have a special guest host, vegan chef and educator, Sean McDuffie.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of PodzQuad HQ. This is episode 62. And I'm your host, Dini, along with the squad. What is up, guys? We have Swift in the house, Drew, Aimee, SK Mac, Chyna, Poegosi. And we want to wish a speedy recovery to our other mate, Pastor K. Ice. Get well, my friend. Get well soon. Swift, what's up, man?
Not much, man.
Been out for a minute. Been happening in your world.
Last time show. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm usually here 90% of the time, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Not him taking attendance and messing up.
Right.
All right. I see you have the Christmas decoration as your background. Go ahead,
Right,
tell about the shirts.
Yeah, we have limited edition VOL sports shirts. You can find them on our website at PodzQuadNetwork.com. Get into the Christmas spirit. Rock the shirt at the Christmas party, you know, represent.
Yeah.
I would definitely purchase it if it was made by Chyna Prince. I just feel like that material
Chyna Prince would make all the difference. Honestly.
I wouldn't wear. I mean, I just feel like material.
Tell me more about this Chyna Prince, Aimee.
Yeah, like she didn't know it. She didn't. I mean,
Chyna Prince been in business before the podcast, so Chyna, he knew Chyna Prince.
He was in the game.
But she didn't tell nobody that she do graphics too like that. So
my God, like, have you not seen her shirts? I almost asked you where you, but no,
this is digital prints. I know she worked in digital.
You didn't even try to ask, but go ahead. Let's move on.
Moving on. All right. Drew, what's up, man?
So I'm so excited because my YouTube channel has nearly been monetized. I'm waiting for the official monetization to come through, but at this point, it seems close to monetization, and I'm just thrilled because it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been fun. So I'm just thankful for the people that have been following me and making it possible.
Man, congratulations on that.
It's marvelous.
Thank you.
CEO, what's up? Happy Thursday, Chyna.
Oh, that's what they say. Listen.
What did you think it said?
I don't know, but I've been over here because Drew was saying how much she liked me. I was like, but I feel better now.
She a little slow, that's all.
I get it now.
What's up? Nothing much. Trying to get ready for Christmas, you know. Well, I make some money so I can get some Christmas gifts.
She been got that baby.
Straight from Chyna Prince herself.
All right. SK Mac, what's up, man?
Man, I'm in the middle of finals this week, so I'm operating off nothing, but I make it look good. So y'all pray for me because all classes end this week. So fingers crossed.
For sure, man. Aimee, what's up?
Greetings, man.
Greetings.
Sound like
man.
an alien.
Greetings,
Earthlings.
But yeah, it's been a pretty chill week. Wait on the weekend. Still on this thing, this journey called life. So that's all I got to say.
I'm glad you're on that journey.
Thank you.
All right. Poegosi, man, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Dini? What's up, PodzQuad? We're back in the building.
Oh.
Hey, it feels weird being sober for like a month because I've almost been sick for like a month, but like I feel good though mentally, and like I feel more powerful than ever. So, man, I've been like really crushing goals lately and reaching more goals and being more focused. So I don't know. I feel like the alcohol was holding me back. Like it makes me crazier, but and then after it wears off, you know what I mean? I'll get lazy. And then I get the hangover. So I'm glad to be back on the show. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be lit. I'm probably gonna get my coffee.
Wait, so you're not drinking or something?
I'm not drank for like since like Thanksgiving.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You.
I know, right? The last show I did, I was sober. I got this cup, but this was root beer. It's gone now, but you know. But they don't believe me. There's got to be whiskey in that. They're like.
I mean, it looks like Jaeger, but I'll trust you.
Jaeger.
No, I could have got alcohol today while I was out. I feel good enough to drink now. Like I probably won't throw it up because I just been throwing everything up for like a month. But yeah, it's like it kind of like being sick made me get sober, and I was like, man, I can live without it. I was like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, I might drink for Christmas though.
That goes.
I mean, you're on a road. Why don't you just keep seeing how far it goes?
Just see how far I can see how fast. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, plenty more Christmases to come. So
I mean that explains why you got on the mic all like you was finna do a love song. You was like, "Hey, hello, everybody."
It's way different than when I'm faded, right? When I'm faded, it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah,
you can tell when I'm faded.
Right.
Plus, you guys see the beer in my hand and stuff.
You be faded? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, actually, when you first came here, I was probably like drunk one time.
Oh, okay.
And after that, I got sick and I was never faded again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But congrats. Seriously.
I don't know if it's better or not because none of you guys get faded. So like, I don't know. Like, if everyone was faded, if we had a night where we all had drinks, then I'd do it. You know, it's like we're all gonna have drinks. Yeah. If everyone's down to have some beer.
I don't have a faded face.
Oh, okay. You're always happy. You don't need alcohol.
No, like my face just doesn't tell. I can get faded, but I just don't have like
in the middle of
or anything like that.
Masters with no sleep. That's his face.
No sleep.
Yeah. Wow. Well, today's first topic is today in basketball. And I'm hoping that you, Swift, can shed some light on this particular player who likes to terrorize LeBron.
Is it my boy Draymond? That's my boy.
Who, LeBron?
Oh no, I thought it was Drake. Your boy thought you. Never mind. Being on top, but go ahead.
Like, what are you doing?
Sorry. I thought you was keeping up with the most recent thing that happened.
No, you thought I was throwing you an alley-oop, huh?
Shut up.
See if I can blow this up.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. So Swift, who is this player and what is his tactics?
Oh, that's Lance Stevenson. He's not in the league anymore. I think he's played overseas now, but he just like to get on LeBron. It's just an antic to get underneath somebody's skin to get them off their game. Sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
It
That's
works.
all there is to it.
Yeah, he's just trying to do something different to LeBron. Try to get in his head.
Gotcha. All right.
Psychological warfare type stuff.
That's how
Highly
you play, right?
effective.
It is, God. I probably got thrown out the game.
Man.
It was definitely a little zesty.
Nasty. I like that.
Now, if you talking about Draymond, he just got a mental problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think the last thing was an accident. Like it looked like
he
it's like an accident.
elbow. He
just got up and did like that. It ain't his fault. Dude was right there behind his face.
He have a history of hitting people.
Now he's suspended indefinitely. Now I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, because he has a history of doing things to people.
Yeah, he's stupid.
So,
Aimee loves blood. It seems like Aimee just loves blood.
Yeah, because she don't watch the game.
I mean, I don't, but I do know that about him and how he operates just by seeing all the clips.
You should watch hockey, Aimee. It's a lot of fights in there.
I watch hockey sometimes.
Yeah, it's like
hockey's
I
fun.
went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. It's like,
they say 10 hockey games are really fun, so I might try to go to some next year.
Yeah,
hockey games are awesome.
I heard.
That's what I grew up on.
I forgot you live up that way. Where you, Maine?
Yeah,
way up in the cold.
Yeah.
He live in the corner sack.
Yeah.
So, all right. You guys hear about El Salvador?
No.
All
right, I'll share it with you. So on fortune.com, there is a report by Leo Schwartz on December the 8th, 2023. Got to give credit to journalism. Anyway, El Salvador announced that they are the first country to accept Bitcoin as legal tender and is now offering citizenship for $1 million investment or 1 million Bitcoin investment. And then you get a citizenship. On Thursday, the government of El Salvador, alongside the stablecoin company Tether, announced a joint initiative called Adopting El Salvador Freedom that allows foreigners to obtain a Salvadorian passport in exchange for paying $1 million in Bitcoin. Oh, guys, I think it's beginning.
So they could just buy a citizenship for like $1 million.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bitcoin is becoming a legal tender.
Well, my question is, what comes with the citizenship? Do you like get a T-shirt and a welcome kit? What happened?
Yeah, what do you get with that deal?
Like, am I just getting a piece of card, like plastic card, to say, "Hey, I could be from El Salvador at times. I paid
at times."
I mean, but what's in El Salvador that's worth $1 million Bitcoin?
I know $1 million. That's like a lot of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's a lot of Bitcoin. Yeah, 1 Bitcoin is like 42,000.
We good on that.
There's volcanoes. Are you guys into volcanoes?
Definitely not.
Get you some lava rocks.
Right.
I hear that dirt is really good.
The islands that Darwin found, those are from Ecuador.
You mean
no,
like
El Salvador? Oh, I'm
mountain?
thinking of the wrong place. I'm literally in the wrong location. Forget it.
Yeah, El Salvador.
Yeah, nope. What
Close
is
enough,
El
Drew?
Salvador, actually?
Don't they cook meat on a sword?
Yeah, I don't know.
What you be watching?
Like they be cooking meat on open flames on a sword, and they serve it to you, and they cut it table side. Ain't that where that's from?
Man, I have
I don't think so. SK Mac.
Oh,
that sounds
like
cool,
you be on like you be on the Travel Channel.
that's so fascinating. Is El Salvador in South America?
Yeah,
Central America.
Yeah, it is.
Central
Okay,
America,
I think they have that meat on the swords.
You know.
I forget what the sword is.
Is that like
called.
from Conquistador times?
Shish kebab? That what you talking about?
No, like I'm talking about a big sword.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big
Yeah,
sword.
just about.
It's done in South America.
We can do that
Central
here
America and
too.
South America.
Right.
What is that cooking called?
Me on the
A
sword.
churrasco? Are you talking about a churrasco? Like in Brazil, where they have
That's where it
they
is.
come
It's in
around
Brazil.
and they come and they serve the meat. It's a churrasco.
It's in Brazil. I knew it was
Yeah.
in South
Oh.
America.
But it's definitely not. It's not a
But
sword.
that's not El Salvador.
Very different.
We're not
I
talking about that
also,
right now,
I
sir.
also
We're not
used
talking about
to
that
Hey,
right now.
translate for
I'm sorry to
Ecuador.
any El Salvador listeners out there.
Right. So
It's the
offensive. So
conversation to
offensive.
Brazil.
We don't
Don't
Right.
come
condone
down
it.
on SK Mac hard because I also was thinking it was Ecuador and it's El Salvador.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
I want to know what somebody look like from El Salvador.
Our geography teacher spelled it.
Actually, now that you say it, Swift, you look like you're from El Salvador.
Spelled us.
Right, like I don't even know I see anybody from El Salvador.
What does that look like?
Yeah, what does that look like?
That has a look.
They're sexy.
Probably like
Let's just
they
leave it
probably
at
like
that.
Ecuador people. Ecuador.
I'm like, they have a
black
look.
hair.
Yeah, probably
like-
black hair, dark hair.
Yeah, and
But I'm not
sexy
sure.
pecs.
I
and they're
actually
just
had a
focused
like,
and gorgeous.
actually had a
Who's Latino?
classmate from
Hey,
Ecuador.
who's
Yeah,
a
it's
famous
Latino.
person from there?
Mhm. Yeah, I had a classmate from Ecuador.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
Yeah, in high school. His name
Okay,
was
okay,
Casey.
guys.
We're getting off.
Let's talk about it. So let me share this real quick. Call of Duty starts to quietly use AI to snitch on players who use hate speech. I'm not going to read the entire article, but basically, if you ever hear kids playing Call of Duty, you know those are the most racist people on the planet. But they only do it because they're hiding behind.
They're just
you know.
trolling. And
Yeah,
it's
they're just
Yeah,
trolling, and
trolls.
they can say things and not face consequences. I guess some people do take it serious. You know, some people just understand that.
I mean,
kids
it's
are
just
being-
honestly, you have teenagers
Yeah.
that have a voice. And so what do you expect? They're gonna be assholes.
Right.
Teenagers are all assholes.
So Activision or Call of Duty is taking upon themselves to fight against hate speech. So they are installing AI bots to identify users when they say certain keywords, like the keywords we can't say on YouTube.
Like the bad words.
Yeah.
SA.
So,
like-
so they're not offering players an option to turn it off either. So that means your mic is going to be open.
Huh. I used to think they just spied on everything on Xbox in the
Yeah,
first
they-
I mean,
place.
just
did
leave
that
it
anyway.
alone. Let's leave it alone. Like, they ain't doing too
Yeah,
much.
I mean, you're on such a private
People, it's just video games. People do that to get underneath your skin and all that. If you
Can't
can
you
report
mute
the
people,
person.
though?
You
Sometimes
can mute the person.
I
or
just usually mute people because people just be
Right.
talking nonsense. Like you can't even understand what they're saying.
That's
yeah,
what I
most
do.
They just got the
times you
people got the
literally don't
TV
even
on.
understand them, and you're like, I don't even care what you're saying.
Yeah, like most of the time they trolling, like you saying. They just
Yeah.
trying to get on your nerves, and that's why you just mute them or you can block them. Like they doing too much.
Yeah.
It's up to the user.
So-
Do what you want.
Yeah, it shouldn't be up to the company. Is the thing,
Right. I
It
mean,
should
they
be up to the
playing your game.
user.
They paying for it. So
I don't
just
know.
Yeah, so what happens? So if they
I
get
got mixed
caught like
feelings
using
about
hate
it.
speech, do they get banned or something, or what would happen to them if they got caught? Like, they just
that's
get
too
Yeah,
much
banned from the
policing,
server?
man.
I suppose they're getting banned for life.
For what?
Ooh,
You know how many
hard.
people
That's
would
that's
get banned?
Like, what, an
crazy.
email
Right.
address?
A slap on the wrist, like a couple times at first.
Maybe not like a
But-
permanent ban, but like tell them like, hey, either you behave or you're not allowed on the server. You know, I don't know, man.
That's
All
what
right,
I'm
but
saying.
but
Like,
you guys do know that hate speech includes bullying, harassment, derogatory
Right.
comments based on race, gender, identity, expression, sexual orientation, age, culture, faith,
Just-
mental or physical
thing is
abilities,
that
or
it's
country of origin.
just
And now
mute
even
the-
weight, right?
just-
Like they say fat phobia or fat phobic, right? Even weight.
It's getting a little too harsh because, like, as
Yes.
a gay guy, I don't mind gay jokes. Like, my
Yeah.
coworker the other day was like, I don't know if I should tell you this or not. Like, are you okay with gay jokes? And I was like, Yes, I like jokes. I like to laugh. Please make me laugh. And then he told me a joke, and I was like, that's really good. And I'm not going to say it here because it's the internet. But anyway, I just found it to be something. So in some regards, I think we're getting too strict, because if we keep going down this path, then it's only getting stricter and stricter. It's not getting more understanding or nuanced. Or we shouldn't cancel comedians. We shouldn't cancel certain people, because certain things should be objectified from different perspectives and it not be called hate speech. Like, is that weird?
But who's to say that they don't take it so farther and go into politics or different that what your beliefs are? You know, like there's place that say there's stuff to say in place for you to mute the person or report them. I think those are good enough things you can do to get yourself out of the situation if it needs to be. I don't need AI monitoring like what I'm saying or what I'm doing. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing it because the kid got bullied and he killed himself. But the thing is though, this kid he lived in California, and other kid lived in Michigan. What? And the kid he killed himself because I guess the kid in Michigan said some stuff to him or whatever. And I feel like if a person that you never seen
figure
before,
out solutions for that kind of thing.
That means the parents have been neglecting that kid. If you're not knowing what's going on, and that's been going on for I don't know how long, then either the kid need to stop playing the game or report the person or do something.
Go outside and touch some grass.
Right. Yeah. It's like it's no way a person that you never met or seen before have an effect on you in that kind of way.
No, that's
but they do, man. They do.
That's surprisingly
do.
But that happened on Xbox.
But
I'm not quite sure. I read an article on Yahoo about it. They say they arrested a kid from Michigan.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good.
What they get him for?
Wherever you get somebody, I don't know.
Cyberbullying?
Yeah, maybe. But the kid killed himself, so they might get him on something more serious.
Like manslaughter?
I don't know about manslaughter.
I don't know about right.
I'm feeling different about a person being arrested because of the actions of another person. Like, what if someone was like going to kill themselves anyway and has a vendetta against me and say that a message I sent them a while ago or a statement I made towards them a while ago made them do, now I'm just, and you'll never know the other side of it. You'll never know.
I feel like go deeper in that. Maybe that kid had issues even before that.
Yeah.
Self-esteem issues, maybe at school.
You'll never know.
All right. It's way deeper in that.
The person has to serve time, and you don't know the psychological condition of the person in the first place. Should they have even been in a place where they were able to access the internet or those type of spaces freely? And now, because of a rant I made on social media, we all have banter back and forth. Now I am being criminalized for it. That's crazy.
We definitely have to come up with some kind of new policy for online interactions because
I mean, once you report the person, you get reported, you get banned for 30 days. I mean,
plus they can block them personally, right? Like where you can't hear them.
Yeah, you can. So this new AI power speech came out in November.
So they're using this on Xbox right now?
Yeah, this is out right now on Xbox, this AI bot. But as of August the 30th, over 1 million accounts have restricted voice and text chat.
So they're banned from
they're banned from using text or chat features.
Is it because they were saying like racist stuff or
toxic speech?
Yeah.
But the thing that gets me is anything can be toxic at any time depending on who's in power.
So that takes us to the next thing. What happens when this spills over? What if, two people are having a casual conversation about politics and a certain politician has a bad rep, so they view it as hate speech. And at that point, you get censored for hate speech, political views.
That seems crazy 10 years ago, but literally I could see that happening tomorrow. It's crazy.
That's 1984 Orwell.
I have a question. So when they did this AI thing, was that after the kid got killed? After the kid died, this is when they launched this, or it was before?
I'm just saying stuff like that been happening, so that's probably why they.
Yeah, this just launched November 10th. I'm not sure when that kid died.
It was like, I don't know. That's a good question. The article came out.
Right, the correlation of the time.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
But that's fast. They move real fast if it happened like a month ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we should research that. But
I feel like they already have this stuff in place.
I just feel like it's crazy. Like the kids are literally playing a game where they're simulating killing another person for fun. And here we are hung up on you said this is bad to me. You just filleted a whole human with a can opener.
Yeah, exactly.
It got thrilled
the person on fire and laughing about it.
I don't get it.
Well, so my whole thing with video games and violence in real life, you have countries like South Korea. They have a high population of individuals that use violent video games, but the violence over there is very low. So I don't know that video games actually do correlate to genuine violence. I think that it's something that we need to study further, but to just arbitrarily say, oh, people that play Grand Theft Auto or X, Y, and Z, they're going to be more violent and they're more likely to commit violence. I think it's just the mentally disturbed, whether they play games or not. The mentally disturbed are the ones.
I feel like music have more of a power than video games.
Yeah,
actually, I would agree with that
music.
too.
I don't think there's a correlation between the two, playing the video games and actually going out committing a crime. I'm just saying the graphic things that you're taking in right now, and you're complaining to me because someone said you have muffin cap. Like,
okay, that's
like,
true.
no.
That's true. You're definitely desensitized.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, that's the state of this country.
So does this apply to Call of Duty Mobile? Because I deleted it, but I'm scared to get
Probably
back on.
so, man.
Because I say bad words, but I'm not saying them to anyone. But they might think I'm saying it to someone because I mute everyone else. But they might be like, "Oh, this guy's cursing people out," you know.
Activation Initiative.
It's just going to change
the company
our
that produces Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. Is this the new Call of Duty or which one is it?
All of them.
Like
I can't say
all
that.
the ones that you can play like multiplayer. You're saying?
All I know is the every version after Modern Warfare 3 will have this AI bot on it.
I wonder if they're gonna put it on the mobile version. Probably. I want to get banned quick because I say bad words every time I lose. But I'm not saying it to anyone. I'm just cursing, but I'm not cursing at anyone on the other mics, right? So, but they'll be like, "That's it. That's toxic speech. You said a bad word."
Right.
Oh man. Well, we'll see how long I'm gonna last on that game. It's back to Mario for me, where I can curse.
Your mic not working. I don't know if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, I had this girl go crazy on me a couple months ago.
For real?
Video game. Yeah, like this dude, he dropped some energy shield and I picked it up before she did. And she was like, I did that energy shield. And she was like going crazy. I was like, what's your problem?
Okay, well, you're also in the games, so like I beat you.
She's like, Drew, she is going ballistic. She's
3 is keep falling over.
Yeah, she called me all types of names. I said to her,
that's when you wish you had already screen captured all of it. So you could just
I know.
watch it. Like,
I
so
like,
you
if you need it so bad,
now.
I can drop it. I'm like, dang, you can have it. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
No, at that
For
point,
real,
like,
that'd be like, if it makes you that mad, go ahead and have it. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, like if you steal somebody's loot, this guy told this guy the other day, he said, since you stole my loot, if you get shot and down, I'm not picking you up. I don't let you die.
Wow. And so this is part of the toxic hate speech they're talking about, right? I'm gonna let you die.
Just for doing that, I won't let you. If you get knocked, and you will get knocked, I'm gonna let you die. I ain't gonna bring you back.
Wow.
Activision's gonna ban him. No?
That's crazy.
Jeez, man, this is ridiculous. Yeah, but you get heated in the game. I get mad sometimes if I lose.
I mean, everyone does, and like you say things,
that's the
and
thing,
you're like,
but it's
well,
not
I
like
don't
because you're
really
trying to be toxic.
mean that.
Right, that's what I don't get, man.
You're just like in the moment. Yeah.
Right.
And the bad words come
people
out.
say-
And then the AI bot is like, "Fuck you."
Right.
They're
And
like,
I
"You're
hear
banned
grown
now."
men. I hear grown men tell kids they suck, and why you playing this game?
That's crazy.
I was like, yo, he's just a kid. He's like, you shouldn't be playing.
He's just gonna end up with a
There
bunch
is a
of
limit.
everyone with
Like
a
if you're
muted mic.
13
No
years
one's gonna have a
old,
mic.
maybe that's not the place for you.
Right, it's not the space for you.
Oh man.
Okay, guys. Have a clip. Wise words. So, peep it. Wise thing.
Mankind is that we get bored of our childhood. What surprises me most about humankind is that we get bored of our childhood, rush to grow up, and long to be children again. That we lose our health to make money, and then lose our money to restore our health. That by thinking anxiously about the future, we forget the present, such that we live in neither the present nor the future. That we live as if we were never going to die, and die as though we've never lived. A wise person once said,
Oh,
Bars.
holy shit!
Y'all crazy. What do you think
I mean, I
about
would
this,
love to
Will?
quit my job just like everyone else, but I couldn't say it as eloquently as he did.
Like, I mean,
don't
what
even
he
know what
said
to
is
do with
true.
myself now.
Yeah.
It's just how the world works. Like, I mean, so if I can't work, then how I'm gonna feed my family? How I'm gonna eat? So, like, either way, I get what he's saying though. It's cute.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay, let me.
I mean, well, you do have an option
You do, but
to live on a land,
it's true.
milk cows, make cheese.
Ooh, cheese is
I
awesome.
love cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes. Cheese is the best.
Whose cows are they?
We had to bow that first.
But hold on, how you,
Well, you gotta get the cows. Yeah, you gotta get the
I don't have a job. I mean, old boy said I'm messing up my health.
No. You work to get the money, and then you.
And then you spend the money to get your health back, and it's like, what the
Okay,
fuck?
but see, what if while I'm making this money to buy my cows, I get sick? So either way it go, I'm gonna lose. Like, I get what he was doing though. I get where he was going. It was cute.
Or you could set the precursor for the next generation.
That's true.
So they can
Like,
get
you
out of the
always
cycle.
have to
Yeah, it's
be
not
the
always about you,
trailblazer.
Aimee.
There
It's not
has
always
to be
about you.
someone that goes first.
Yeah.
Right.
There always has to be.
You
Yeah,
go
I gotta
first.
lay the
You go
groundwork.
first. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, somebody has to take the lead.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like Chyna hasn't said a word. What is Chyna thinking?
My girl don't know what's going on. Like,
Look at that
You
smirk.
always do it like that. Why you do
Right.
Right. What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's it. You gotta call her out.
What? She probably got it on mute.
Not saying anything.
Not her can't hear it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how you
Oh,
used
it's
to do
because
us in
she's the
church.
CEO.
Yeah, what he preached
How?
about. That's how you used to do us in church.
Yeah. So
What
go
he
ahead,
preached
Alicia.
about. Man, you know I don't know.
I heard what he said. I did hear what he said.
What'd he
I have
say?
to listen to that over and over. Like I heard what he said, but the only thing that stuck out to me was when he said that you have to make money when you as you get older, you have to spend money to stay healthy. So that's the only thing that stood out to me. Because it's true, you really working, and then as people get older, they spending all their money because they don't have any insurance and stuff like that. So you working to try to stay alive as you get older.
That's crazy. Working to stay alive.
I
Yeah.
have a question.
By all times.
If you guys were already like
crazy.
so rich that you could live off your money and you didn't have to work, would you work all the time or would you just enjoy your life?
I would
Like,
work
let's say
some
you
of it.
had Elon Musk money.
some
Like,
of
this
the
guy has
time.
so much money, but he lives in a $50,000 house and he works like crazy. Like, why would you work if you're
I
a
wouldn't work.
multi-billionaire?
I mean,
You would get
Would you
bored.
guys
You
work
get
if you were
so bored and
multi-billionaires and you
depressed.
didn't have to work?
Well,
Or would you
to
just
Drew's,
like
to Drew's statement, what you do is you find the skills, you develop multiple skills,
and then volunteer if you need to.
Yeah. So what you do, you learn how to garden, you learn how to make stuff, weld, all these different type of skills to build. And
to me, this life isn't
busy.
about just me. Like, if I'm just skirting by in this life and everyone else around me is miserable, what the is the point? Like, I'd rather, okay, if I have money coming in, then I'd rather volunteer my time. I can't give my money away all the time, but I could volunteer my time.
Yeah.
Open up workshops, do workshops.
Like helping people and stuff like that, like helping the homeless or just helping people.
Spreading
Elon
knowledge.
Musk working, I actually find that admirable because he could take the easy route out and be a socialite, but he's not. So to me, that says he has money, but he doesn't rely on it, and he's still out there grinding. And I respect people that grind. Like, I regardless of how you are, where you are, if you're grinding, I respect that, because humanity seems like the common denominator is grinding and suffering. So if you're grinding and suffering, then you're part of the human race.
Right.
You're not guaranteed happiness, but the best of us get it. But
do you think,
all of us get grinding.
All right. But do you think like Elon Musk, he says his passion is like rockets and technology, so maybe he's just excited about what he's working on. It's not about the money anymore, right? Because he's so rich.
No, I mean,
he's probably like now he's thinking, what is the next thing I'm going to invent?
Yeah,
the next level,
and then don't stop those kind of people. That's like Nikola Tesla. You shouldn't stop Nikola Tesla. You should let them run. Just free. Go. Go. And so Elon Musk, like, just go. Technology could be so much better.
That's wild. Like, to work after that.
Took a while.
Y'all are cool with me, but work after I didn't psych. I have a job at that point to buy all the things I ever wanted, and then once I do that, go on to the next person closest to me and buy everything they ever wanted. Like, that's going to take a lot of time. I don't think I have enough time to work at that point.
Yeah, I think I had a lot more time to learn more skills. That's what I was thinking about. If I had all that money, I probably just learn tons of skills that'll be useful and build things, learn how to weld, learn how to fish, hunt better, become a better hunter / fisher. You know.
Fishing's relaxing though. That's like
it
really
is
fun. Fishing.
It's hard. It's hard though.
Learn how to make my own medicines.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah.
Learn how to make your own medicines. All that type of jazz.
Okay, you want to be a drug dealer in the wild?
Herbal. Help out my animal friends.
Oh yeah, you definitely got wild drug dealers. The animal people.
I'm like Mowgli.
Guys, check this out. So never forget, government is the biggest company of them all. The only one that pretend not to be a company. Government jobs beat startup jobs hands down, and that's not right. I pay 1/3 of my income to the government, so they all get a raise.
No, that's so true. Literally, I only get 2/3.
And then they added, since amendments are no longer absolute, let's all ignore the 16th Amendment and stop paying federal income taxes.
Yikes.
Yikes.
What website is this from? I need to join this.
This came off of Instagram, I believe.
Patriotic Deplorables. Oh, so it's like a Killery sponsored.
What do you guys think about taxes?
Hate it.
Pay them. It pays me. I work in a public school. Pay me.
Yeah. I mean, but are our tax dollars going to the educational system?
No.
I just know that when there are freezes and shutdowns, it affects me.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? It does?
Like,
yeah, depending on how long it goes
I didn't know
on.
that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But our roads are still terrible, and we pay all these taxes, and
they're finally
yeah,
fixing
that's
our
where
roads
it's
here.
confusing is our taxes seem to go to isolated things, and it's if we could have a referendum on where our taxes are spent.
I need receipts.
Yes,
Right.
I need receipts. Like what's that NFL stadium needs a new facility? Guess where that money coming from? Not coming from the billionaire owner. The money's coming from the tax people to build the stadium, which is crazy.
Right.
And then we get taxed to go in there and buy tickets.
The sales tax, right? Versus
clothes,
the income
get taxes
tax,
on clothes,
the
get
state
taxes
tax,
on food,
and then the sales tax when you
it's
go.
jacked up. Then we pay taxes on that.
Because the thing is, by the time, so you get 2/3 of your paycheck, 1/3 goes to the government, then 2/3 comes to you. You have taxes. You have all your expenses on top of that. Anytime you go to spend money, then there is some kind of tax on top of that. And it's like, there should be one tax. Like, so Mike Huckabee from down south a while ago, he had suggested having a tax on sales. So when you go to buy something, there's no income tax. You don't get taxed when you make money. You get taxed when you go to spend money. So when you go to the store and you try to buy bread, eggs, milk, things everyone needs, that's when you get taxed. And that's how you get people that are illegally making money outside of W-2 bounds. They're still being charged the same amount of taxes. And you and I are getting, because why should we be penalized for working? Why should we have all of the taxes coming out for working? Especially as overtime. I worked on Black Friday, which was not a day that I had to work, but I chose to. And I made like $150 more than if I hadn't worked at all. Wow. And it's just like, in the whole grand scheme of things, it should have been a much bigger amount. And it's, you're like, wow, all of that just got taken because I worked overtime.
Right. I look at my pay stub all the time. I'm like, wow, I could use that extra 700 right there or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be crazy. I was just like, if they didn't take tax on my check, I would bring this much home, and they'll open up so many things for me if I can just bring on the whole pie. You know,
and it also affects the economy because then I'm not going out and buying takeout. I'm not getting a drink at the bar. I'm not going and just casually buying a book because I love reading books. I'm literally taking every cent and being like, okay, well, this, or this. And then the government at the same time is just willy-nilly giving our money away. No, give me receipts. Tell me how you're spending our money. Tell me how you're spending our money.
It's amazing how they can come up with the money when military is involved.
Right.
A conquest? All right. Yeah, we got the money right here.
Present from the government. Free Christmas present.
Yeah, it's never all. We have to think about it. You know.
Yeah.
We got it.
We got it. I forgot we had secret stats underneath the bed. We forgot about that one. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I feel like the sheriff of Nottingham just taxing everybody for any little thing.
Right. So Swift, you are the expert tonight.
Okay.
So I'll pop the question in the chat. Give me just a second. It's so funny, Aimee.
So
I did nothing.
Oh, Alicia used to me laughing with her. It's okay.
Okay, Swift.
What's the best cure?
What you say?
Huh?
Say?
Who?
Oh, I thought you said something.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the question. I'm like, dang, I don't know. Best cure for loneliness.
Yeah, the question is from Flavor. What's the best cure for loneliness?
Get a dog. That definitely help out the loneliness problem. Yeah, that best friend.
Right?
That ain't lying. A man best friend. Dog gonna love you if you know, matter if you got money or have no money. They're gonna love you regardless.
Thanks.
But in all seriousness, but for me, you know, sometimes when you feel lonely, you know what you gotta recognize what state of mind you in, and you gotta figure out why you feeling lonely. It's because you don't have a special mate, or is it because you don't have no family and friends. So there's always a reason why you might feel lonely, but I feel like it's all about the people you put around you that's gonna uplift you, they're gonna encourage you or speak into your life. Cause I feel like that's the only way to bring that positive outlook you're looking for. So surround yourself with people that love you for being for who you are. And like I said, I know if I feel lonely, sometimes I can call you or call my mom or my sister or anybody that's close to me. And I feel like that's very important to have them type of people in your life. So I feel like they'll be the best cure. Cause I was single for a long time, and that was not one of the reasons why I felt lonely, but it just I had great family, so I never really needed that special person like that because I had like good friends and family. So support system is really what you need.
Yes, indeed. That was a good answer, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I just try to think about my I try to think about my lonely, like, okay, try to put it in that perspective, I guess.
I guess this is what we call it, ask an expert. All right. We have a what would you do moment. Haven't had one of those in a while.
I love these.
Last time it was boo boo coming out of the wall.
What surprises me most.
Oh, here you go with this, man.
We're living that now.
Not that one. All right.
Well, somebody breathing hard.
Was it me?
I don't know. Somebody. You gotta do on Hey Arnold. That was breathing.
Oh, that do the glasses. Dang.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, bro. So I'm part of the HOA, the homeowners association. I keep track of the neighborhood, making sure people are doing the things they need to do. Yada yada yada. You have like a ton of packages on your porch, right? HOA code says you're not supposed to have this many packages on your porch. You can order as much as you want, but you can't keep them on your front porch like you are. They've been here all day. I've been watching this literally from my house down the street, 2 doors down, left side, blue house. All day. All day. They've been right here. I don't want to look at them. They're ugly. Just
this is satire, right?
I don't get it.
No, this is for real.
I don't get it how you have so much money. You just order stuff nonstop.
What the hell?
Really starting to piss me off.
This guy needs to be punched
because
in
of
the
this.
face.
Because I'm quite upset as of right now. You are getting a fine for this, for having all these packages on there. It's $25 per package. So you have this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 25, that's $125. fine. Yeah, because they've been on your porch longer than 6 hours. That's the rule. You know what it is. Anyways, so I'll bring the fine by in a little bit. You can pay with cash, check, card, basically whatever. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, thanks.
Dang.
So,
Okay.
Fake,
Swift.
right? Like that was
What
fake.
would you do?
I'll leave them on the porch.
What do you mean?
I'll leave them. I'll just let my package stay there till the next day. Then the next day till I feel like getting them.
That's $125 each day.
Hey, he gonna just get getting pissed off. Man,
but it's not just him though. I mean, I get what he's saying, but it's a HOA thing, but he just nobody takes it that serious. But
that's what I'm saying. Like apparently they stay in a good neighborhood, so I'm pretty sure you can afford a fine. You know what I'm saying?
So you just throwing away money?
I would never live in a place like that.
Hey, I can be petty sometimes. So yeah,
so you're gonna
I would
lose money just to be petty to prove a point?
Yeah, pretty much. Like
give me the money then.
Empty boxes
Hey, if I make that much money, if I make that much, trust me, celebrities they make a lot of money. They be paid a lot of times. So if I made that much money, I'm like, hey, I'll let them stay there till the next day.
You have a petty bill, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was
now look, if he that so pissed off, then imagine if you see him the next day again, still sitting there.
Yeah, after 6 hours, like you work a minimum of 8 hours. Like you're at work a minimum of 8 hours. So
right, what kind of job you have? Yeah, you sit at home and
then
watch.
10 hours might be common. Like so 6 hours, and you're getting pissed off because you have that much time to sit in your yard and watch.
Man,
you're
the
only
real. Like what the hell?
The only petty tax that I'm paying is for a new door and bullets to refill my gun because I'm shooting through that door.
Oh yeah.
I want you to press that porch again. I want you to touch my porch again. He didn't shook all my packages. Like, what are you doing?
Don't touch those. Do not touch those. Stop it.
Like, I order a bunch of packages and have them like sent to his house, and I would give him a fine. Like,
that's a good idea. Trolling him.
Like,
just put his address on there.
Well, no, it looks like he stay home all day. He'll be out there.
No, it's fine. I order like 45. I order like 40 packages at one time. Had them set. I'm gonna tell you can't order all these packages. You know what?
Also, like the person that had the person that ordered the packages, as if they want their packages on their front doorstep anyway. Right. It's like, no, if I was here, I would fucking grab that. I would pull it in. I'm trying not to swear, and I realized it was. I don't want it out there. Like, I want it to come in with me to be safe. I spent a lot of money on it. So you coming and you being petty like this, I'm going to take the boxes inside. I'm going to empty them out, and I'm going to put the empty boxes on the outside. And you're going to stare at them for 6 days minimum.
I ain't going through all that.
Grab the fine if you want to.
On my land again. Right. You can write it and send it or email, but trespass on my land again. I'm threatened for my life. I don't know what I am threatened.
I got cameras
for my life at this point.
So he talking about you paying cash. I found some coins. Like, here you go.
Pennies. I will go to a bank and get pennies. What would you do? Give me $1,000 in pennies.
Yeah, we're gonna be here more than 6 hours counting this money, my friend. You thought the first 6 hours were hard? Get ready for another 6.
Yeah, tell me I can pay in money. So here's my money.
You're gonna hate looking at these pennies.
You really dig yourself in there, guy.
Oh man.
I know. What would you do?
Do what now?
He said, "What would you do?"
She's doing the CEO life, so she's like, "What?"
You
automatically get text messages. Away.
I didn't hear. I just assumed he said my name. I didn't hear him say my name.
Yeah, he said, "What would you do?"
Say my name. Say my name.
What would I do? I don't know. First of all, I wouldn't move in a neighborhood that has those type of rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Immediate first response.
Yeah.
But if you had to move in the neighborhood and it happened,
that's it. I would. I mean, if I knew
that but if you woke up and you found,
I'm checking the rules first before I move.
What if they change the rules? What if they?
Okay, what if you found someone who you really connected with and they lived there and you had to move in with them?
Right.
Say that again.
Like you found someone you loved and you moved in with them, and that was their situation.
Right.
Now what do you do?
You gotta play the game, Elisa.
Play the hypothetical, Alicia.
Right.
Like,
see, you that type of person. Just play the game.
Go in a neighborhood like that. First and foremost.
After you don't move in there, when you do find yourself in this situation, what happens?
I have to find me a lawyer. I don't know. We're gonna have to do some legal action.
I'm gonna smack a bitch. Like I'm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna come out there.
I love it. Yes.
Come out there mauling somebody. Like, bro, you.
Like
I'm
if I think
right there,
I'm gonna have it handled. I'm not leaving my couch, and I'm gonna have it handled.
So
I'm gonna
what
walk
happens if
into
you
my
don't pay a
doorbell
fine?
and I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna be
I
like,
don't
"Wait,
know.
this is a joke, right?"
So they gonna
Oh,
kick
no,
me out
it's
my
not
house
a
if I
joke.
don't pay a fine? Like, what happens if you don't pay? What's it called? HOA.
HOA.
What happens if you don't pay a HOA fine?
Your neighbors look
You
at
sign a
weird.
contract, so it comes down to your contract. They may have you move out.
Oh, like, okay.
Like if you're in a
It's
condo,
not this serious for me.
Like
but,
being super petty.
yeah,
He's
You
gonna
know,
win.
you
He's
can't
gonna
pay
win.
to walk my house like a stalker. Like, I only know like why you stalking out my house for, bro. Like, why you just staying at my house for 6 hours? Like, who had that
6
much time
hours.
today? Like, what are you? You not being productive, bro.
What is your job?
Yeah, like
Listen,
what
how
do
do
you
you
do?
have
You look
so
at
much
packages.
money?
He got
How
so
are you
much
ordering
time
stuff all
on
day?
his
Yeah,
hands.
so much time. That's the
That's what I'm
Like-
I have a
saying.
problem with.
I'm
I
not
wonder
even
if
in
you
my
made
own
him
house
responsible
6
serving
hours
him
a
his
day.
restraining order paperwork. Since
Right,
you
yeah.
Or he's on disability.
I don't
He's
know.
on disability because I'm finished
Go
with
you
him.
have them.
Look at packages.
Because he
Not
mentioned
in
that
a
how can you
home-
have so much money?
not in a home.
He was kind of being
Yeah,
a
that's
hater.
another thing. He
Right, he
sounds
says
like
it
a
pisses
hater.
me
He
off that you
sounds
got
a
all
straight
this
hater.
money.
You
Like,
can't
why you
have
have
a
no-
job.
just
You
being a
can't have a
hater.
full-time job and be the president of the HOA. You cannot. So that's his job. Like, he's a stay-at-home father, and that's what
That's
he
what
does.
he gets paid to do.
Well, I don't know if they pay them,
Wow.
He
but
gets
like,
paid to
Yeah,
watch
no, I don't
packages.
think they paid him. I
they
think
don't
they
get
just
paid. He just don't have a job.
No,
so
he
that's
one
what
of
has
them
to do all
volunteer
this.
guys. He
Wow,
one of
so
them
he's
volunteer.
volunteering
You
to
know,
be a
he's
hater.
the hall monitor.
Jeez,
He's one of those type. He was the hall
Yeah.
monitor when he was a
Well,
kid.
well,
Yeah, he's
I-
like, I'm
Well,
writing you
that's
up.
Chat.
Yeah.
hall monitor.
Oh,
Gotta groom young.
check this out, guys. There was a recent post about procrastination is not laziness, it's actually a depression response. Procrastination is an emotion regulation problem. Procrastination is being more focused on the immediate urgency of managing negative moods than getting on with the task. So once you learn the simple truth of where it comes from and why you do it, it dissolves almost instantly, and you almost forget how to waste time ever again. If you're interested in discovering your dominant procrastination type, take an assessment. It can be handled. Blah, blah, blah. So, who all procrastinate?
Me,
Definitely
number one.
me.
Wait, I
Me.
feel like I'm a couple of those things.
All of them.
all of them. All
Yeah,
right.
like all of them.
what do we got? Dreamer.
Yep, you have a dreamer, you have a mixed perfectionist, overdoer, and a
Definitely
worrier.
Warrior.
I think
Say
I
that
may
again,
be like
Aimee?
the overdoer.
Yeah.
I think I'm a dreamer and maybe perfectionist.
Communication. What do they mean by communication?
Like you're very
what
good at
communication
communicating.
skills.
Do you?
Oh,
do
this
you
like
use
this
colorful
stuff
words?
he good at.
Yeah, that's
like,
stuff you're good at.
Problem solving.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, cause I was like, what? I don't know why I am. I just know when I put something off, that's because I don't feel like doing it. Because it's a pain. That's the only reason I come over is just a pain in the butt. I don't feel like doing it.
So they're saying that procrastination is related to depression, not laziness.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I don't think really procrastinate. I don't really see it as laziness. It's you just gotta be an adult and go do crap. And sometimes you don't feel like doing it.
I don't know if depression, like depression response, seems kind of strong. Like,
yeah,
depression
is not that.
Like, if you're not into it, does that make it depressive?
Right.
I mean, I guess because like normally you're want to do things and then you don't want to do something. So but when I hear depression, to me that's a lot stronger of an emotion, like someone that's in the pits, whether it's short term or long term. So to me, that throws me off, like the depression response.
Yeah, it's a little deep. You know how people are; they're sensitive these days. So if you're procrastination, you may have cancer or something like that. Or then you start Googling, you check WebMD, you have all kind of the symptoms.
All kinds of symptoms on it's like, yeah.
But
nah, I just don't want to do it. That's all it is.
Don't want to do it.
Not that deep.
It's a laser response.
Okay, like I said, when I work on the podcast stuff, man, I know I gotta cut and edit stuff.
Yeah.
And I know how long it's gonna take me. I'm like, bro, I don't feel like doing this.
Oh, but you're depressed. Whip, that's depressing.
Yeah, I'm depressed. No, I just don't want to sit here for an hour or so putting editing videos.
Is that worth another 45 minutes and it's already 3 a.m.?
Oh wow.
Yeah, right. That's why I think too, it's like weighing your option, you know. Like, do I want to sit here for another hour? Or do I want to go home? You know, just
right. All right, guys. Before we play our game, we have a question from the crowd. Today's question from the crowd is from Anthony Comine. If you could go back in time, what would you warn yourself about yourself? Swift, you up first.
Go to a different college.
Okay.
Don't go to Southern Miss. She went to Mississippi State.
Okay.
I met my ex at Southern Miss. I feel like that derailed me.
That knocked you off the person you're supposed to be?
Yeah, that kind of like, sidetracked me.
Okay.
On the main mission.
Gotcha. What about you, Drew?
I've actually thought about this a lot in the past, and I don't know that I would go back in the past and warn myself, because there's times when I've gone through and I've questioned it, and now in the future I look back and I realize, yeah, that was tough as shit, but because of that, now I am where I am today. And I guess at that point, I wouldn't want to gamble with, if I were to go back in time and change something about my past, would I guarantee I would like where I am now? And where I am now personally, I'm content being here. So I guess for me to go back and change something in the past would be a gamble I wouldn't want to take.
I feel that.
Yeah. We are who we are because of our past.
And why I'm happy with where I am. So why gamble with something I may not? If I did go back and warn myself,
that's a good point.
Yeah. All right, Sean, what do you think?
I probably would tell myself, take the one with the polka dots, not the one with the stripes. It'll take so much time. No, I'm just kidding. I would probably warn myself about finishing in school in enough time so I can go to culinary school, and just live my wildest dreams, tasting extravagant foods on yachts, running somebody else's cart up,
Yeah.
Getting served meat on the sword.
Yeah, right? That was in El Salvador, right?
Yeah, it's Salvador.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Meat on the sword, dude. No. Aimee, what about you? What would you warn yourself about yourself?
Make better decisions. I mean, I agree with what Drew said, but I wouldn't have been so reckless in my younger life, so I could be more successful in my adult life, and I don't have to play catch up. I understand about this happened, so this can happen, yeah, but I just would have been made safer and better decisions, if that makes sense. I will be further along in life if so and so didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
I would be happier with my life if I could have followed my childhood dreams or something. Yeah.
Poegosi?
Probably just a couple things I'd probably tell myself. I would have told my family if I would have known, since I could go back in time. If I wouldn't know how Google Big was going to be, I'd be like, put all the money into Google so that I'd just be super rich right now. But then I think about what Drew said. If I was just super rich, maybe I wouldn't even be on the show. Maybe I never would have met the friends along the way on this journey. I'd be like, like SK was saying, I'd be on a yacht eating the meat on the sword. But then you wouldn't have met all these people and been through all these experiences, right? So I kind of am content where I am now because I'm grinding and living the dream and getting where I want to get. And maybe, it's like, maybe if I would have made that move to get rich, I would have got rich, but then I'd be on the boat by myself or something. I don't know. But like,
Elon Musk.
And another thing, I also agree with Aimee about, I wouldn't have been so reckless in my youth, just drinking and partying and being stupid. I would have been applying myself more, like Ben said on another point about learning skills, or just learning more and becoming more powerful instead of just drinking. But it's never too late because I'm still alive and we're here today and I'm doing it now. So that'd be pretty much it for me.
Cool. Chyna, what about you?
I would warn myself about, I would have said, girl, why you have no responsibilities with spending all this money, because you're going to need it when you get older.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good one, Chyna. That's a good one. Houdini in that red Pontiac. It would save you a lot of trouble, Houdini.
If I would have just kept riding the public transit, riding the J train to work.
Right.
Yeah, it would have saved me a lot of heartache. For me, growing up, I would warn myself not to convince myself that I'm not good enough. And maybe I would have got started earlier. I would have pursued a lot of things earlier. Had I not convinced myself that I wasn't good enough to do those things. And growing up, that created even a ball of emotion that I don't even remember. So it's like, what was the point?
Like, why did I do that?
Why did I do that? Why was I so caught up in those kind of thoughts? Where did that come from? But what was the point of that? So that's what I would warn myself about.
Yes.
I like that.
All right.
That was a good question.
Yeah, appreciate that, Anthony Comine. So if you want to submit a question to us, they normally come to our emails at PodzQuad@gmail.com, or you can DM us on social media with wacky questions. So far, I have like 150 questions that have come in over since a year ago. So,
well, we're ready for next year then.
Sometimes I be thinking about I'm like, what will I look like in a different timeline? What?
Yeah, I often think about that. What if I was born during a certain time period?
Oh, I think about that all the time.
I want to be 18th century. That would be awesome.
Like, even what would I look differently if I grew up in Vegas opposed to Maine? Like,
I'd be thinking
how different would I be?
I think about that too, because I think about some people, it looked like they were born, like they young, but they look like they were born in a certain time.
In the wrong time.
Yeah, like you're in the wrong time period.
Like
you look like my granddaddy
would have been happier 20 years ago.
You notice how some people would dress a certain way that's kind of like out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's geriatric.
Yeah.
I get what you mean though, Dini.
All right. It's time for game time. You know what game we are playing. We're playing one of the newer games. Aimee is the current.
We know
champion.
Dini's gonna win again.
Yeah. No, Aimee was the champion last time.
Aimee,
she was. Did it?
All right, welcome back, guys. Today's game is Guess the Riddle, and our current champion is Aimee.
Of course.
There's no way.
You won
There's
last
no way.
time.
There's no way she guessing riddles. There's no way.
Of course.
Yeah, she did.
You got your little Christmas shirt on. Don't stop with me. I'll get on you.
Yeah, y'all see who it is. You know, I like anime, so.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cute.
That's a cool shirt.
That's young Goku delivering gifts.
That's awesome, dude.
You look like you from Pedal.
Oh, for real. It's that shirt.
I think that a couple
flannel shirt,
North
Face hat.
down here.
I like the flannel. You want to sell me that flannel?
You probably got on cowboy boots.
Right, he probably got on his boots.
You know they wear shorts.
No trucks, big trucks.
I like that background. Ben, I like your background. That's awesome. Ooh,
Yeah, and
that
your
cup.
hat and your shirt, it all
I
matches.
don't know if y'all can,
That is a cool. Man, that's the best background.
Yeah.
I wish I had a background like that. Wow.
Mine's still
needs a
under
green
construction.
screen.
I need to get a green screen and put my wizard stuff back there. That's gonna be next week. I'm doing it.
Christmas. Are we doing next week?
Next week is Christmas?
No, not quite, but
Christmas isn't until Monday.
Monday's Christmas?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
not
probably giving my
next
boys
Monday.
the day off. I'm probably giving my boys the day off.
Yeah, we'll do a show. It's just the 21st.
See, look, I'm a good boss. I gave my boys the day off. I said, take it easy, fellas.
Oh,
I mean, there's no sports going on, so what do you mean?
There is sports. That's football games on Christmas Day.
Oh, well.
See, I'm a good boss. I tell them, you know, spend time with your families, fellas.
Well, that means you can show up to my podcast then.
Yeah.
It's you off, All right, here we go, guys. Let's get into the game. Do I have to share my screen? Yeah. Okay, the order: Swift, Drew, SK Mac, Aimee, Poegosi, Chyna, and then myself. It's kind of like guess the logo. You have a certain time limit, and then you have to make your guess.
There ain't no riddle.
Listen up, Swift.
Tommy was exploring old caves outside the city when he got trapped in a mysterious dungeon. There were 3 ways out, but only one of them was safe. Behind the first door, a fire was raging. Behind the second door, there was acid rain, which could melt any substance within seconds. Behind the third door, there was a huge brown bear that hadn't eaten for 2 years. Which way should Tommy choose?
2 years, it's dead.
Let's go with the bear that haven't eaten for 2 years. Guys, no way gonna be alive.
Right.
Tommy should choose the third way. No animal can go for 2 years without food and survive. Barely. It was a stormy day, and it had been raining for several hours straight. A car accident happened in a tunnel. The yellow car crashed into the red one. The driver of the yellow car said it had been raining so heavily he hadn't seen anything. So the accident wasn't totally his fault. But the police asked the man to stop lying and claimed it was all his fault. Why?
That's so much. There's no rain on his car?
The accident happened in the tunnel. It couldn't be raining there.
You really fooled it, Inspector.
You got it, Drew.
Yeah,
These are trick questions.
Mrs. McAdams, who was having a day off with her friends, came back home in the middle of the day to change her clothes. There, she found out that her daughter, Eveline, who she'd grounded, wasn't at home. Mrs. McAdams got angry and texted Eveline, asking where she was. Eveline texted her back, saying she was at school. The girl even attached a picture of the classroom. Mrs. McAdams didn't believe her daughter and told her to come home immediately. How did she understand Eveline wasn't at school?
You're not.
It was Sunday. Oh,
Look closely at her cell phone.
am I supposed to
It's
say it
Sunday. There's no
There you
school
go.
on Sundays.
Good
Ned
job.
works in a club. His
Aimee?
job is to check people's ID cards and to not let suspicious people or people younger than 21 years old get inside. Take a look at these 3 ID cards and figure out who shouldn't enter the club.
99.
The first person is already 21, and nothing else looks suspicious in his ID. The second girl seems all right, too. It's written that Brielle was born on September 31st. But such date doesn't exist. Her ID must be fake.
Okay.
Mrs. Cabell is the owner of a small
Poegosi.
company producing expensive designer cups. On Friday, when the working week was finally over, she got a call from her bank. The woman found out that someone had stolen all the money she had saved. Mrs. Cabell realized it must have been one of her workers, so she asked each of them what they had been doing that day. Sloan, a sales manager, said she had been talking to their clients and looking for new ones. Atticus, a potter, said he always made 1 cup a day, and he showed all the cups he had done that week. Sierra, a designer, said she had been working, but she also admitted she hadn't been really productive that day because of some family issues. Who lied?
I think the one that says that she was had family issues. She lied. The one on the right lied.
Atticus. There are 5 working days in a regular week. The man said he made 1 mug a day, but he only showed 4 mugs. It means he missed 1 day of work. Lennox and Finn were friends living in the same college dorm. One day, Lennox reported that something had happened to his friend. He said Finn hadn't left his room all day. He also never responded to any of Lennox's texts. In the evening, Lennox started to worry and knocked on Finn's door, but the guy didn't answer. Lennox peeked through the keyhole and saw that his friend was lying on the floor, so he called the police. After that, Lennox got arrested. Why?
Alicia, come on now.
Lennox has a bandage on his right eye, but the keyhole is located in such a way that it's only possible to look inside with the right eye. It means the guy couldn't do it. He simply knew what had happened.
Really?
Esme was having a walk in the forest and got lost. For about the 20th time. Hey, don't ask. Anyway, she found the witch's house, walked in, said hi, petted the cat, and asked the witch to show her the way home. But the witch had a problem. She was learning a new spell and accidentally did something strange to her chairs. On the bright side, she now had a riddle for Esme to solve. The witch had 20 chairs. Now, some of the chairs only had 2 legs, and half of the rest had no legs at all. How many legs did all these 20 chairs have in total?
Bruh. Math? 10.
We know that some of the chairs have, on average, 2 legs per chair. The rest of them have either 4 legs or no legs at all. And since half of the rest have no legs and the other half have 4, together they have 2 legs per chair. So there are exactly 40 legs. Mr. Tucker was a businessman. He wanted to find an interesting hobby to impress people. He chose art, even though he knew nothing about it. Still, he kept buying paintings and even owned a couple of famous masterpieces. He liked to invite his potential business partners over to show off his collection. One day, his guest was Miss Geneva Darby, a young lady who owned a jewelry business. As always, Mr. Tucker boasted about his collection, but Miss Darby wasn't impressed. Why?
Because she's into jewelry. She owns a jewelry business, not art business.
Look closer at this supposedly 16th century painting. There are a couple of cars on the road, but there were no cars at that time, so the painting must be fake.
Oh, no.
Evie and Kai were planning to go on a bike tour with their friends. Unfortunately, Evie didn't feel well, so she canceled on her friends and asked Kai to stay with her. Kai was disappointed, but agreed. Evie fell asleep. When she woke up, she already felt better. She offered Kai to ride their bikes a bit, just the 2 of them. But when they went outside, Evie realized that while she had been sleeping, Kai had been out with the friends without her. How did she understand it?
I mean, based on that photo, one of them has usage and the other one doesn't. But he rode her bike?
Look, Evie's bike is all wet. It must have been raining while she was asleep. But Kai's bike is dry. It means that he used it and then wiped it off. Or maybe he wasn't even in the area when it was raining. 2 weeks ago, a bank was robbed, but the robber hadn't been found yet. A phone call woke Detective Callum up in the middle of the night. His colleague reported that a farmer had found the money. When the detective arrived, he questioned the farmer. The man said, I argued with my wife and went outside. That's when I found a bag with money in a cornfield. Detective Callum asked if the farmer had noticed anything suspicious before. The farmer replied, About 2 weeks ago, before going to bed, I looked out of the window. I saw a man walking through the field. It was a full moon and I could clearly see his silhouette. But there wasn't enough light to notice more details about him. The farmer was arrested. Why?
Either because the money was taken 2 weeks ago or because of how the moon's lighting should have provided him enough light.
The farmer said it had been a full moon 2 weeks before, but it's impossible. As you see, it's a full moon now. The farmer is lying, but why? Ashley was hurrying to an unplanned business meeting. She asked her boyfriend, Dean, to walk the dog. Dean agreed, but then his friend called and invited him to play a new video game. So the guy decided to skip walking the dog that day and joined his friends. He and Ashley met right outside the house when they both were going back home. Ashley asked what Dean had been doing. The guy said, I walked the dog and then went to play video games with my friends. Ashley immediately understood he was lying. How did she figure it out?
Because she don't see dog marks. Or or they met outside. So
it's winter. Look at the footprints in the snow. Yeah. There are Ashley's footprints going both ways and Dean's footprints going both ways too. But there are no dog footprints. Mrs. Rivers reported that someone had broken into her house. They stole all the money and jewelry she kept in her living room. Detective Callum arrived to investigate the crime. The room was a mess. It was obvious that someone had been looking for something there. But in the end, the detective concluded that there was no robbery. Mrs. Rivers made the whole thing up. Why did he decide so?
Because she knows she's just trying to make some money. And claiming the insurance. So he knows.
Look at this very expensive and fragile tea set lying on the floor. If a criminal had really been there, he wouldn't have cared about the set. It would be smashed after falling down. It seems that when Mrs. Rivers was staging a robbery, she didn't feel like breaking her expensive tea set. Viviana and Malcolm were working outside. Malcolm was repairing the roof, and Viviana was working in the garden. Suddenly, a hammer fell from the roof and hit Viviana on the head. She was taken to a hospital, and the police came to figure out what had happened. When Malcolm told them everything, the police arrested him for staging an accident. Why didn't they believe the guy?
I missed the first part of it.
Viviana was working right next to the house. She was sitting under the roof. If the hammer had fallen accidentally, it would have slid down the roof and fallen behind the woman's back. It could hit her only if someone threw it at her on purpose. Well, that's not nice.
This was hard. I'm not going to lie.
Great.
Those were also, those were hard.
Okay.
I imagine that's what the bar looks like.
The score: Swift with 1, Drew with 1, SK Mac with 1, Aimee with 2, Poegosi 0, Chyna 0, Dini 0.
Cheated.
Aimee is the winner.
She won again.
I'm super good at riddles. So
that's not your riddle.
Really
that's not your riddle.
No,
though.
well, it's still common sense. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say common sense because I wouldn't say y'all slow. But you have to really think about it. You don't have to say the obvious.
You didn't. Yeah, I think
some of them that you didn't say.
I got my listening ears on.
Did you get most of them then, Aimee?
Huh?
Did you get most of them, or did you understand the ones you didn't answer?
Some of them I did, but some of them I didn't.
Some of them I was like,
so weird.
Yeah, I was kind of
weird.
What up, where's Fire?
Use some Batman riddles.
Do some Batman riddles.
That'll be hard.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
One final topic, and then we'll call it a night. Have you guys seen the movie Leave the World Behind?
Nope, watching it right now. Almost done.
Is it in theater or it's like streaming?
It's on
So
Netflix.
we can't really talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it next week. Let's give everybody a task to watch.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, because how can we comment if we don't?
So hold on. So y'all watched that movie, but you ain't watched Soul and Green yet.
I haven't.
Wait, I didn't watch that 1929
no, I
movie.
haven't
I
seen
told you already.
Green either.
Like, no,
you said you gonna watch it.
No, listen.
Yeah, but it was
haven't had a
old
chance to
man.
All right, so y'all want to y'all
Yes.
y'all want to tell me what happened? All right. So basically, it's based in year 2023. and everybody trade is how you get your goods. You use Solent. Solent is like a type of food, right? So everybody, the rich people have penthouses and they have maids and stuff. But all the poor people, there's no middle class. There's rich and poor. So all the poor people are living on the streets. Some are living on staircases. Some are laying outside on the ground. Some people stand in churches. But apparently there was some type of nuclear war happened that destroyed everything. So people who born in that year, I don't know, I guess let's say the early 2000s, they don't know what Earth looked like. So they show movies of what the Earth used to look like water, so waterfalls, trees, animals. So they have none of that now. So this private investigator, he worked for a police department. He going to look into a murder of a high tech executive for Solent Green. So that leads him down a rabbit hole, and sum it all up, he pretty much found the factory where Solent Green was made at, and they use dead people to make the food. So that's why it's called Solent. Solent Green is the food, and they use dead people to make the food. So at the end, he's screaming and telling everybody that the food they are eating is they actually eating people. So his best friend found out about it. He killed himself. Like he went to the observatory and they put him to sleep. So, yep.
So he became dinner.
Yes, he did. At the end, his best friend found out about it. He put everything in pieces together, and he found out about it. And he went to the observatory and he said, "It's time for me to go home." He said, "I'm done with this Earth planet, whatever." And,
so you saw this movie in the theater, or this was a stream?
Nah, I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. Because I'm wondering, I never see like commercials for none of these movies, like ads. For
yeah, and like what's so weird too, like strawberry jam. Like you couldn't get it on the rich people held it, and so like this black woman had some, and she was like eating it like delicacy because they didn't have strawberry jam.
Wow.
So it's called Solent Green.
Solent Green. Yeah,
but it's only on Amazon.
No, it's
you have to have Amazon Prime.
It might be on YouTube too.
It's on Roku TV for free.
But like I said,
okay, because I'm like one of those free guys. I'm too cheap to be paid.
So
okay, I might check it out. That sounds like something fun I could do with my friend. We could get faded and
I found out about this movie because this movie was going around in the conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's how you found out about it. Yeah, because I was like, how'd you even hear about this?
Yeah, I never heard it. It was recommended because people was like, how did they set the time period for 2023? A nuclear war wipes out everything. The only food you have is food that is made from people, and how now we have reports coming out that our food might not be food at all.
People found a tooth in their food.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Teeth in their food and all kinds of stuff.
But remember, McDonald's isn't food. Have you ever seen what McDonald's really is? It's like this pink slime.
Mm-hmm.
And then they add color and like shape to it and stuff. I mean, I've known that for a while, but definitely is not like food. Like
so everybody was freaking out.
It's like that movie, The Stuff, back in the day. Yeah, I was like, what is it? What's in the can?
It's crazy.
A lot of people freaking out in the conspiracy realm because how the movie kind of tied into today's society, or where we might be heading to World War III, and they were talking about how it might wipe out half of the people on the planet, and that's what happened in Solent Green. A big old war happened.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
It sounds interesting. I think they got it wrong though, because we're almost out of 23. So, but remember that movie 2012 though? Man, they said the world was gonna
They said 2012 really happened. They said we all living on a different timeline.
We're just ghosts. Yeah, I've been a ghost before 2012 though, so that's the thing. I don't know about the rest of the people, but I've been floating. I float through realms and I go through portals and stuff. Yeah, I've been like an undead. I'm an undead vampire, Yeah, so
let's came back. What was that?
I went off camera to do
it. No, stay on camera. We need this footage.
Hey. So you be hydro. So you be entering other dimensions, huh, Poegosi?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been dead for a long time.
You be on the astral plane?
Astral plane, yeah, fifth dimension,
Dang.
soul time travel, all that. I do all that, and I manipulate the matrix to my will with real magic, not all this.
Yeah,
all this
I'm not in that.
Not all the ceremonial and ritualistic magic these fools do. That's all garbage.
Not me, Governor.
So
not
is the
me,
astral
Governor.
plane a new flight by Spirit? I'm lost.
What? Astral plane? Poegosi, you can't be going to astral plane. I heard that you can get trapped there.
No, not if you do it right. I mean, yeah, you can if you're just going anywhere, but you can't. It's a complicated subject.
I heard if you leave your body, something else can. If you're not protected, something else can get into your body and take your body.
Yeah, that's why you gotta Well, when you dream, where do you think you go? When you're dreaming, why do you think when you dream you see things like from other time periods? You ever saw like other time periods or other people that you don't know, and you're talking to them in the dream and you know them?
Oh, it sounds like that movie. What movie?
So
was
if
that?
you dream, you can just be taken over.
No, when you're dreaming, you're in
I heard
like
a different timeline.
Astral plane.
I got
you can go to other timelines.
I got a creepy pasta that says if you're dreaming, ask whatever person in the dream what time it is.
Okay. And that...
What does
I'm
that
kind
do?
of scared now.
The person in the dream gets very angry and tries to divert from the question. So you should try it.
Yeah,
it's so hard
trying
to
that.
even think about anything.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that.
Have you guys ever gone back to the same place? Like dreamed of the same place?
Where it continues
over
like an
and over?
episode, yes. And it's crazy because it's a time and place that I've never been to. How do you
but it's
explain
always
that?
the same, but I get different angles of it, or it even kind of changes. Like it's
it's weird, dude.
But
Like,
it's
it trips me
I
out.
know it's the same place.
Yes.
Yes, it's like you're returning, and you even feel the same emotions, and then you wake up with those emotions. Then you wake up.
And it's not until you wake up and then you're like coming to, and you're like, "Damn it, I was there."
Then
again.
I can't even explain the place that I was at that I'm so familiar with in my dream. Like I can't. If
that's what it feel like. It's very familiar, but you can't explain it.
I can't explain it.
And sometimes it's like at school and at home at the same time. Like my living room, I took too many steps, and my living room was the auditorium. Like what?
Whoa.
Yeah, you're moving too quickly. Or the opposite for me is I go so slowly, like I know something's coming, and I'm dragging, and I can't move.
Yeah. Like the slow
I know
motion.
I know I had a secret weapon in my dream. If I die in my dream, I can say redo and replay the whole thing over again.
Oh, you got the thing on
it. Yeah, I can say redo and I can replay the whole thing and die to whatever happened that's going to happen to me.
You know, Adam Sandler did a movie like that.
Really?
Yeah, remote.
Rewind.
Oh, rewind. Yeah.
Click.
Something.
Yeah, that's the
irony is I haven't even seen it.
Oh, Dini, I had a question. What was the first movie you said before Soylent and Green? The one you were saying? Something about Leave the World Behind?
Yeah, Leave the World Behind.
It's is that one also free?
And talk about
is that one also free online, or I got to pay?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll get Netflix just, I guess, so we could talk about it or something.
Right.
Don't.
How we do watch parties? We should do watch parties of these movies.
I mean, I'm cool with watch parties, but the last watch party we had, I dozed off.
Dini, man, that was bad, bro.
Like I dozed off. That's one of them. I mean, I don't dislike Christian movies because that's amazing. I know sometimes that's all some kids had to watch, or this, but only thing.
Hey, no jokes, bro. No jokes.
That's the only thing they were allowed to watch in the household. But like, I don't like really, really old movies. Like I can't. But
wait,
the
world left behind.
You don't look at. See, when y'all watch movies, don't watch it to watch it. Watch it to spot out things, hidden agendas, hidden wording. Cause that's the point of movies. They put things in movies to like, hey, it's all fun and games, but it really in plain sight. They telling you what's going to happen.
When you see this movie,
yeah, I already watched. I'm halfway through.
I've been halfway through. Who watches a movie like that? Who, like, you're in the middle of a movie and you're here? Like, what?
Well,
Yeah,
my wife, she was trying to go to bed, so I said I'll pick it up.
She's like, I'm gonna watch it.
So I watched half of it, but I say this: the cyber stuff, I think that's very true.
Don't spoil
because
it. I'm gonna
don't spoil it. We want to watch this one.
We'll pick it up next week and we'll discuss it.
Yeah, because you kind of gave away Soylent Green, but I still kind of want to watch it because you probably didn't say all the scenes.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy things that happen.
It sounds like it has more. I got still
One Piece will be ready soon.
Just say One Piece. What you say?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, we should do watch parties.
If you want a good old school movie like that style, They Live. That's a good old school one.
Oh, They Live. Yeah, I got that.
If you want an old school one, and that's a good movie, even though it's old, it doesn't suck. It's really
it doesn't suck.
Like we can watch,
it's old school, but that's a good movie. I actually like.
We can watch Angels and Demons. That was a good movie by
that was Dan Brown.
Oh, Dan Brown. Yeah, his movies are a trip.
The dude that played
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's on the Dan Brown books.
Mm-hmm. But
Dan Brown stuff is a trip. His stuff is
Yeah, we should do watch parties like every other, like once a month. We find a movie or something.
We just gotta find something that's not copywritten.
We have to plan it ahead of time, so we have plenty.
Yeah,
I don't think you can watch it on YouTube. We might check out.
You can't watch it on YouTube.
Can't you do it on Twitch?
Yeah,
if you
just do it on Twitch.
Yeah, we can do it on Twitch. Yeah.
If you did an exclusive stream to Twitch for watch party, then we're allowed.
Yeah, we do exclusive streams to Twitch for watch party.
You know, you just gonna repeat everything you said.
I hate that so
bad. Poegosi, you got a hype man. You got a deacon over here.
We gotta have the popcorn.
Look, he read my thoughts. He read my thoughts.
No, he definitely said it.
He beat me to it.
He definitely said it.
I knew that Ben knew They Live though. He had to know They Live.
I can know all.
Guys, that is our show, episode 62. Another one in the bag. We appreciate you guys as always for checking out PodzQuad HQ. The squad is here. I'm here. And we bid you good night. Swift, man, where can people connect with you online?
The most easiest way to find me is just Google VOL Sportscast, and all our social media accounts will pull up right there. We on almost all major social media platforms. So
nice.
There you go.
All right, Drew.
You can find me at andrewhoagland.com or at Drew Hoagland. Or at Mainstream Current on YouTube. Just Mainstream Current, for some reason, wasn't coming up with me directly. I'm going to work on that, but you can find me with Drew Hoagland on YouTube.
All right, SK Mac.
2_cold_2_touch Instagram.
Oh, you need to work on that long handle.
Stay on business.
Aimee.
Aimee Reynolds on Facebook. Aimee Eats with a Z on Instagram.
All right, Poegosi.
Poegosi, yeah. Check me out on Poegosi on Facebook, and then now also YouTube. Gonna start a podcast and show on there, and like reaction thing and music thing. So yeah, it's gonna get crazy 2024, and check us out every Thursday night on this show. And hopefully a lot more stars in the future. Much love, everybody, for supporting us this year. And well, it's not over yet, but much love.
Close. All right, Chyna.
Chyna Prince on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Cool. And Houdini Black and 3D on every platform. Xbox and Dini Vision. Let's connect. Let's build some bridges. All right. We appreciate you guys as always for checking out the show. Thank you so much.
We are out of here.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.